Old dogs and children, watermelon wine. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Old dogs and children, watermelon wine. Evening, Tony. Unless you're in the shower. Beautiful day today, but a bit cool tonight. How are you, mate? Did a bit of work today around the house. Even the wife jumped in and worked like a Trojan. She got herself some nice miniature roses. Put them in some nice clay pots. Still must be crazy around where you live. Jeez. Seen a few reports on the telly. Packed. It's like they've never seen Queensland. What's this new land called Queensland? Let's all go. Pork schnitzel, mashed potato, green beans and butter. Nice. 10 marks day was, yeah, I can imagine. Geez, I bet, you know, you were saying the other day about all these Victorian cars. I bet nearly everyone in town would have phoned up and said, how many Victorians are we supposed to have here? I bet there's a lot of the buggers sneaking. What was there, 200 odd cases in Melbourne today? But the thing is, the obvious thing is that lots of these cases, there's no tracing. I don't know how they got there. I have no doubt Melbourne will be locking down. Well, Victoria, completely locking down. It shows you a few knobheads can cause so much problem. I know they've got markets back to normal here, but I don't know. People here don't really need to get told. Like stalls used to be side by side, you know what I mean? Now there's like a stall gap missing between each stall, which is no big deal. You just got to walk, you know, instead of half a kilometre down a row of stalls, you've got to walk about a kilometre. That's fine. And they're not backing on each other and all that sort of thing. But no one's told them to do it. They're just doing it. Even though we don't have any restrictions, people are just being smart. Which is a good place to be. Being smart.
Our markets haven't even started up.
No, they're all been up. I checked them out the other day.
Yeah, but they didn't start until recently. Like they could have started a couple of weeks ago, but no one wanted to.
Yeah, the actual market associations just said, no, not yet. No government intervention. No, they're just saying, no, let's just play it smart.
Well,
so that's what they've been doing. I was reading about Freo. They've all, and the other ones, you know, the ones that used to be packed back to back, they're not. They've just said, all right, how about we just spread out over a larger area? Clever. Hello, Paddy. looks like Australians, like in Melbourne, it's just going to happen. If Australians are asked to wear masks, they'll just wear them. We don't look at this as a liberty thing and all that nonsense. We just say, all right, bit of crap around the mate, let's wear a mask. Okay. In a month or two, throw it away. That's fine. I don't get what gets into people. I'm not wearing a mask. It takes my liberty and freedom. No, it doesn't. No one's saying you got to wear it for life. Just wear the bloody thing. No one's immune to it spiking back up again. It could happen anywhere. We all know that because it's not going anywhere. Oh, I saw a couple of things today. They were just in my feed. Two American guys, both pulling out guns saying, "You don't tell me I've got to wear a mask." I mean, do you realise what you're doing? Some bloke saying, "Wear a mask, mate," and you're going to kill him because he said that. Really? The virus is not the problem in the US. It's the complacency and the stupidity. Moving day. Waiting now for a truck to get here. Oh well. Good. Well, at least some of the corporations, whatever you think about them, Kruger's, Walmart, many others, are just saying, you don't wear a mask in our store, you don't come into our store. And there are a lot of Walmarts, and Walgreens, and Kroger's, and Sam's Clubs. I suppose if you don't want to wear a mask, you don't go there. This is not a time for politics, Paddy, you know what I mean? Irregardless of who you follow or don't follow, it's not time for politics. Everyone seems to be forgetting this is a health issue first, followed by a disastrous economic issue. Well, the economy is going to be disastrous, probably for years, but we'll manage. Everyone will manage. Everyone won't be happy. Lots of people are going to lose businesses and jobs and all these things, but we'll get through that. But you can't get through it if you're dead. Jeez, what is it? What's close to 140,000 deaths in America? It just staggers my mind. I know what 100,000 people look like. That's staggering. Line up 140,000 and then realise they're no longer here. I feel sorry for shop assistants, all those people. Like, no matter what they do, no one gives a damn about them. And as far as contact with the public, I reckon shop assistants see more people than nurses and doctors. And I did read a stat that it's 60 or 80% more likely that if you're a shopkeeper of some sort, you're more likely to get the virus, which is pretty obvious to me. It's mathematics. And I think people forget the fundamental thing about a mask or a face covering. It's not to protect you. It's to protect everyone else around you. I keep hearing these weird stories. Oh, if I wear a mask, it doesn't protect me. You're right, it doesn't. It doesn't protect you, but it protects everyone else.
Well, it actually does protect you. It protects everyone else. It's protecting you. It's
Not,
just
not to the
both
extent,
ways.
though, in reverse. If you actually are asymptomatic, don't even know you got it,
Yeah, you
and
protect.
if you wear a
others.
mask, well, you don't give it to them. There's a case in the US where there were 2 hairdressers who saw 139 people,
Yeah, I saw that story.
and they were both, later found out they were positive for a long period of time. They didn't pass on the virus
No, because everyone wore
because they
masks.
wore masks. No, they wore masks.
Yeah, and so did the client.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they already had the virus. They didn't pass it on.
No.
Hello?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You wear a mask, so if someone symptomatic that passes you, oh, you're protected as well. So
No.
it's-
No, it's not that. Doesn't work that way. But if everyone wears a mask, the reduction would be instantaneous. Figures would be shown within a week to 10 days. Wow, numbers are dropping down. So the mask is to protect other people. So if someone else wears a mask for you, wear one back. Two job offers ready, cool. I knew the tenants wouldn't be happy. It's a tax credit. Property, meaning it doesn't matter if it makes money or not. They'll claim it off their tax. I don't know if the tenants will be fine though. I have a gut feeling there's a lot more behind this. And our girl still hasn't dropped the baby, but it won't be long. Do, do, do. Oh yeah, breaking news. Donald Trump has dismissed his campaign manager. He's got some other bloke to do it now. I think the reality is it's what you're selling, Mr. Trump. That's not working. Your message, because I know good morals and values. Talk to me. Yeah. You have nothing on your shoulders, Patty. And karma comes in all colours. A bit late tonight, but I think Danny would have gone to work, yeah, by now.
Yeah.
So hello, Danny, if you're listening. One of those things, Patty, isn't it? It's like they give you the bird. It's a feeling of, not guilt, but it's a feeling of like, I got the bird. So, for no reason. And you try to shake it off as to say, well, I still haven't done anything wrong, but it still kicks you in the guts. either way, get another job and all that, but you still feel like, well, that was wrong. Ah. Wow, 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 wow. Where's that guy been? Wow, 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 wow. Don't ask him. Wow, 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 wow. G'day, Gringo. No worries, Paddy. I mean, moving's a pain in the ass and anything, but I imagine it's pretty warm where you are, so whatever you do, take plenty of breaks. Get a lot of that cold water down you. How you been, Gringo? All right? Busy, I'm sure. Beautiful day here today. Sunshine. We got a lot of work done around the property. But now it's getting cool. Schedule changes, yeah. Yep. Yeah, man, it's hot. I used to do perimeter checks. We used to have a vehicle that would go between the Centrex, between two different types of razor wire, 40 feet high. You do a perimeter check, you walk on an angle. Come to hot summer nights where it's still 100, let's say 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, you'd be fighting to be the bloke in the car with the air conditioner. Yeah, 35's not too bad, but it's like if there's no air with 35, it's sticky, it's very unpleasant. Yeah, it's the no air and the humidity. At 94 doesn't mean anything. Saps it out of you. But before you know it, yeah, Mrs. picked out some nice miniature roses to go in some clay pots we got last week. So they're all in now. Finished off a bit of the perimeter around the fence. It's all done. Next few weeks we'll be getting started on the front paving and fence. Veranda come up good. I got another coat of oil yesterday, day before. And probably in another 6 months I'll give it another coat. It looks good. Here comes the boss. Oh, Ringo's here.
Oh. Haven't seen it for a while.
You got papers?
I'm getting them.
Okay. You've been banned from most countries in the world, have you? You've been a bad boy. It wouldn't matter if you wanted to go to another country from the US at the moment. They're not taking any Americans in. Yeah, I know what you mean. I try to work out where you could go. Can't go to Canada. Not sure what's happening between Mexico, but they're pretty good, bad down there. It's like you don't get a choice. You can't go anywhere. Yeah, we can't go anywhere if you've got no money. If you've got bugger all money, you can't even go to the corner shop. Been there and done that in my life. I know what it's like. Yeah, that's probably a good saying. Clicked on the videos the other day and it said removed due to breach of policy. What about another strike? I think it might be the Russians. They got hold of him. Yes, he's such an important celebrity. Like, you know, Elon Musk, Barack Obama, Elvis Waffles. Yes, all the big names have gone down. Really? Yeah, that's one way of doing it, old gringo. You need to respect money, son. That's why I'm not going to give you a dime. Thanks, Dad. Nickel? No, not even a dime. Sent you Adam email.
I told you.
To Gringo.
And Adam,
Right.
because we hadn't heard from them for a while.
as I thought it might happen. The US is copping a doozy of a summer. Yeah, had a pretty mild winter though. We were just talking about it the other day. Oh, the wind comes in, it's cold, but right now it is 13 degrees Celsius. No breeze, so it's not cold. It's cool for us, but not super cold. But summer will soon be gone here. I mean, winter will soon be gone. Yeah. COVID-19 dies in hot weather. We'll all be holding hands by Easter in church. Can we inject disinfectant? That should be a good thing, yeah? Yeah. Trump's got a new campaign manager. He's come up with a brilliant strategy. He's asking Trump to resign. That way, maybe the Republicans will win. Bet that suggestion's floating around a lot. Doesn't matter whether you get a new campaign manager, if the product's faulty, you know, there's only so much salesmanship can go into something. A lot of Americans are so red or blue, doesn't matter. I'm red, I'm blue. Yeah, that could be the game. I have no doubt at all, if he did stand down and someone else stood up, maybe they'd win. Because there's only one thing stopping the Republicans winning this time. It's not the leadership that's the problem, it's the ego-ship. And I'm afraid it's all going to end in tears. Here comes a new boss, just like the old boss. I'll get fooled again, yeah. Fool me once, fool me twice. What's that, George? What did you say? I said you fooled me twice once, or several times, and you won't fool me again. That's how it goes, yeah. Even George is voting for Biden. Don't hear many Republicans mention that. George W. Bush was voting for Biden. His comments were, it's not the party that's important, it's the country. I thought that was a good statement by George Bush. It's not the party that's important, it's the country. If I could speak to all of the Republicans individually, I would say simply to them, how about, I know this is going to hurt you, you're going to be pissed off, vote for the opposition this time so you get rid of the problem. Next time, vote for what you used to do. But think of America first. OBGNs. Yeah, he was funny. Nuclear war. We're going to have nuclear war. Got to catapult the propaganda. I think George W. Bush is quite an intelligent bloke. He just has a great deal of difficulty in speaking. Yeah, nuclear war. He did like a good prop, George W. Bush, landing on the safe coast of America on a warship, declaring that we got him, it's all over. Yeah, good prop. Warship just off the coast of America, not in the Gulf or anything. Come in battle dressed like a Marine. Yeah, I don't know why he tried to correct himself. Just say it as you normally would say it. Probably, without doubt, mind you, he had a lot of experience as an actor. The best speaker that I've seen, and I've got no alliance with either party, the best speaking president was Ronald Reagan by far. He used to think a lot before he spoke. Very elegant. Again, I don't have any preference for parties. I just like good leaders. Who was the president along? Was it McKinley that got assassinated? I'm trying to pin it. Do you remember the story? I think it was McKinley. There was a lineup of people and he was shaking hands with them. There was one guy with a handkerchief over his hand. Obviously, even way back then, they had Secret Service. And he went to shake this guy's hand and he shot him because there was a gun underneath the handkerchief. He died a couple of days later. I'm pretty sure it was McKinley. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ringo. Yeah, I had to shake his hand. He had a handkerchief. I'm not sure how long he served. He was in politics quite a while. But I think it was McKinley. Just a name rings a bell. And quite a few presidents assassinated over the years, of course. Or even candidates that were going to be presidents. Yeah, even, that's right, Roosevelt was shot. I think that had a lot to do with his problems in later life too. The one that always looked like a used car salesman to me, spoke like a used car salesman, ended up being a little bit dodgy. President Richard Nixon. It was like he was selling a used car every time he did a speech. Like, she'll be right. It's caved in at the front a bit, but still goes well. The book that stopped the bullet. He had dodgy eyes too. Old Tricky Dick, didn't he? You know? Oh, there you go. You just said Tricky Dick. He had dodgy eyes, little, so his eyes would squint. I always thought the one that was quiet and just went about his job, and you lost him a few years ago, Gerald Ford. Put those two fingers up, Tricky. Yeah, man, peace. did not have sexual relations with this woman. Well, I've always thought, and it's your political system, I have no say in it, but I've always thought too much power at the top, not enough of a caucus to rebuke some of the crazy things the president does. You know, executive orders. For me, executive orders should be agreed to by an executive body, not one person. That's right. My wife Hillary believes everything I say. Yeah. Don't you, Hillary? Yes, Bill. See, America lost, he was 80 years old, the man that used to walk with Martin Luther King. I think he was a senator as well. He passed away from pancreatic cancer today. Yes, I did. I read that years ago. Something about America. A person went on their knees for you. You should go on your knees for her. John Lewis, that's right. I think it's one of those things. You weigh up the consequences of leaders. Tony's going. He's going to bed. He's going to bed. He's going to take his little electronic device with him.
Oh, it is late.
Hello, everybody.
Say, Tony.
Here's what's the name of his cat used to be? What it used to be called?
Huh?
Here's my little kitty. Yeah. It makes me wonder about, like, the Republican Party. You could hear a pin drop from the rest of them, other than Mitch McConnell going, yeah, we'll do that as well. Yeah, no worries. But the rest of them, it's like they're just quietly waiting for the ground to open up. That's right. That's a good saying. Yep. Yep. I fear the world. From corn meal. Every time you say the word corn in America, you've got to make sure it's south of the Mason-Dixon line and say corn. Add an extra couple of vowels in there. Corn. Well, there's a new Mason-Dixon line in America, isn't there? It's a political divide, not a geographical positioning, but a political divide. Yeah. always wake up having dreams of my friends look like cooked chickens. Yeah. What was that cartoon show? You probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it does. It rages on in so many different levels. I think the main problem is that there hasn't been much healing going on for the last couple 100 years. The wounds have grown over, but they're still very visible. East, west, north, south, all different. Good morning, Scarlett. We had pork schnitzel for dinner this evening. Yeah, that's right. Say, but boy, you ain't got a lick of sense. I think as a kid, my favourite cartoon was Roadrunner. Meep, meep. Felix the Cat, yep. And Mighty Mouse. Ooh. That was probably the early 80s, Mighty Mouse, I think. What was that little offsider of Mighty Mouse? A little rat, was it? G'day, Buttercup. Whoa, The 60s. I know there's an older version of that. Of course, the new one's called Danger Mouse, isn't it? Remember that? That's where it changed. That might have been in the 80s. Danger Mouse. As the light goes up over Boyd City, the outline of the local hero is displayed in the sky. Pinky in the Brain, righto? I've got the National Press Gallery in front of me, Buttercup, and I've just asked them to hold off till you get here. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now know the answer to the question you've all been asking. Is your garage door fixed? Can you get in the damn thing? Or is it secretly being used as a bunker for MI5?
Okay, buddy. His email's just not working, or he's changed it.
You might just be busy with life.
I'm not sure if Chamo had his phone number. Maybe Chamo can fill us in.
Subway far everywhere. That's it. Sing it, Doris.
I used to like Inspector Gadget and
Dun, 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 dun,
Astro
dun.
Boy.
Astro Boy. My favourite TV show out of America in the very early 70s was the theme tune, and you'll all get it. Ba-dum, da-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, da-da-dum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. You know what I'm talking about, eh, Garn? Yes, Sarge. Actually, out of that show, Captain Palmerton reminds me of the current US president. You don't know that one, Scarlett. Da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da. Da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da. They got it. F Troop. That's the one. Yep, F Troop. It's quite, I mean, the irony of all that is I don't think there was a genuine American Indian ever in the show. Could have been. I might have missed them, but most of them were white men, painted red. Leave It to Beaver. No, we never really watched that in Australia.
Yeah, my mum used to watch that.
I'll break it to you easy, Gringo.
Rin
Apparently,
Tin Tin.
there were 123 lassies. I didn't want to tell you, but there were. Rin Tin Tin. Yeah. Aussie and the Harriet.
I don't know that one.
Flipper.
Yeah, no flipper.
I suppose in Australia in the 60s and 70s, this one was the most popular. Skippy, Skippy,
Yeah.
Skippy the bush kangaroo.
Tom and Jerry.
Yep, good old Tom and Jerry.
What's a rooster?
Oh, you mean the... Well, why not? You just talk like
Yeah.
that, yeah. Leghorn.
What was that called? Wasn't called leg. He called the little one.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine you can find all of them on YouTube. For some reason, in Australia, every year, it's a black and white movie, but every Christmas, this movie would come on Christmas Day. The Boy with the Green Hair. And I always find it quite funny as years pass because it's in black and white.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it? It was on
No.
Christmas Day every year.
That must have been England, not here.
Cha-cha. Groucho Marx. You've seen that? Yeah.
Yeah, what was that show called, Gringo?
There's plenty of good Australian TV series that were made that you will never see in the US. All the Rivers Run.
Probably on YouTube they will.
Yeah, All the Rivers Run was a good one. Gold Rush.
Yeah,
That was good.
It would be YouTube. Wasn't called Chicken Little, was it?
No, that's when the sky's falling. Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, that was what they were called, but that's not what the show was called.
Okay. Yes, there's a movie called Walkabout.
It was just called Looney Tunes. And
No, Looney.
Marie Melody cartoons and films, Warner Brothers. Yeah, Looney Tunes.
Of course, when I was a kid in the UK, a lot of TV shows were a bit different. One was called Z Cars, like a police story, if you like. And of course, there was The Magic Roundabout. But the biggest hit in the UK that has always been is this next show. Bill and Ben, Bill and Ben, flower pot men, weed. In the middle, weed. Speak English, you damn weed. Weed. I've only ever saw one from South Africa. And I always thought it was funny, without being funny, was Thunderbirds are go. What was the name of some of them? If you like documentaries, and you can put up the English accent, Tony Robinson is very good. He's got hundreds of documentaries he's done, different subjects, mainly to do with history, culture. Have you seen Grey Gardens? Nope. The black sheep. Wow, 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 wow. You like? Oh, I'm not surprised you like David Icke. Of course, people often make the mistake of calling him David Icke. It's indeed David Icke. Because I know all about David Icke. I mean, let's be honest. Declaring to the world that he's the returning Jesus Christ. Oh, yes, he did. He absolutely did. He was on a show and he revealed that he was Jesus Christ. I think he sparks thought. I think he's a very intelligent man who on occasions can be a little bit exaggerative, sort of make it a bit bigger than it is. Like I say, Scarlett, I've known for nearly all my life the world is not run for the average person. It never has been. Just like the pyramids when they were built, somebody had to build them. Well, you would say David Icke was eccentric to a certain degree. Has a lot of logic in what he says and facts, but does mix it in with a little bit of mystery. Nothing wrong with being eclectic or eccentric. Makes the world turn round, all the different colours of different people. That's why it's so interesting. Uniqueness turns me on. Dun, 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 dun. And kiss. I find our planet very interesting. Well, I'm a tall white and I've visited for quite a number of centuries, Scarlett. It's intriguing, your planet. It's full of differences and war and hatred and a few areas of love and caring. But really, if I had to tell you that the Intergalactical Committee have met on many occasions and the words printed on the globe of this current place you call Earth is hostile. Yep, I reckon the produce on Earth is pretty damn fine. I think the apples on Mars are pretty average. One day I'll send you a book I've not published, Scarlett. You'll love it. You'll be right into it. I'm always out of balance. There is no such thing as equilibrium. There is no coming together. The nature of the beast, the frailty of humanity, would never permit that. It's very kind of you. But I think you would. I'll do it one day. I'll send it to you. I've always thought about publishing it. I haven't really, suppose, finished it in context, but she looks like an angel, walks like an angel. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, she is now. It's one of those very simple things, Scarlett. In life, it's the same for us. We shake it a bit, and generally, normally all of the time, the cream rises to the top. Excuse-moi. Tiptoe through the tulips. I'll get a hernia if I sing that. Creme de la creme. I've always thought, I always think in a little tangent about singers, and if they were given other songs to sing. Can you imagine Tiny Tim singing something like In the Ghetto? That's how my mind works. I'm thinking, Tiny Tim, you shouldn't be singing that song. But it sounds weird and intriguing at the same time. Probably one of my favourite, there's two singers I liked in entertainment in the US in the 60s and 70s. Dean Martin, obviously one of them. The Rat Pack in general, I suppose. But music, for me, I mean, you must just get older and this happens, but I understand the context of lyrics and getting a point across. Like, a lot of songs are about a point of view, but I can't handle rap. It's not even tribal, the beat.
You're always changing words in the songs.
Yes, I do that all the time. See, there'd be a song that would fit Scarlett. All dogs and children and poppy field wine. She was sitting at a pewter, watching all the elites come down.
In a sequence dress.
All dogs and children in a sequence dress, yeah. And poppy field wine. The reason of existence is to laugh. There is no better endorphin within the whole body than laughter, and the uncontrollable laughter that on time and time again gives the same result. It could be you watching a grandchild do something so silly that you belly laugh so hard, or something else, like watching the President of the United States. And then there's pure genius of laughter. Mayday, mayday. We need you to go to Scarlett Popperfield's. Roger. Send in 15 squad cars and David Icke on the back of a truck.
Oh, that's loud. Not too far. Quick, let's go check.
Someone's got pulled over for laughing too hard in the car. Danger, Scarlett. Danger. That's from the Robot Show, remember?
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
That reminds me of the Jetsons. Remember the Jetsons?
Yes, of course. Yabba dabba doo. I should watch the new series on Netflix. I don't think they're making any more. I thought they did a good job of bringing it up to date.
What?
I don't know whether he's having a seizure or he's just been drinking something he shouldn't be. The heat might be getting to Gringo. Scoopy Field. Aztec Misty. He's putting all cartoon names on us.
Oh, I see.
Gold Gringo. I'm your proctologist, Gringo. How and why has it gone gold? Goldfinger. Oh, I see. Watching too many Bond movies. If you want to see how I've got an ability for you to sit there and listen to something that is absurd, and you won't be able to do anything but laugh. I'm going to play theme music, all right? Dun 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 ba 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 ba. And in that eye that you're seeing in your mind of the shutter coming in is the fat man in the can in a black suit holding a banana. No, not Mission Impossible. The James Bond theme. My name's Bond. James Bond. Miss Moneypenny. How come you've got no clothes on? I see. Yes, it would have to be the movie Goldfinger that he was in. Wow, not so much gold. Brown finger.
Not wearing his blue suit. Whatever that suit was.
Or, if you want to get your mind expanded a bit more, imagine there's a remake of Apollo 13. And on board is this 350-pound astronaut in a suit that looks very similar to a blimp, saying the words, Houston, we got no shawarma. And we're 100 miles away from home. End of the line. No one's gonna watch your crap on YouTube anymore. End of the line. You're a big fat boy. That's him. Wilburys. But it's all right. Living on a I like when Frank Zappa was on Dave Letterman and was complaining about all the TV executives with brown lipstick. Yes. Pucker lips, they used to call it. I'm looking for a raise. That's why I got pucker lips today. Overnight Sensation Tour. To see Scarlett with a headband, hippie dress, no shoes. Bottle of Bacardi, on top of a hill.
What?
And then you hear the music in the background. Now listen. Wow, 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 wow. Doing ego rock. A lot of great musicians over the time. Some one-night wonders, one-hit wonders. Some very deep in thinking. and lyric ability amazing. And no matter what you think of the pair, but Simon and Garfunkel were very, very good at relaying a message of the current times they lived in. Yep. They were good. Joan Baez, yep. Still in your hippie dress there, Scarlett, with Joan Baez. Peter, Paul and Mary? No, you're definitely wearing flowers in your hair. There you go.
Mama and the Puppers.
Yeah, the Mam and Peppers were good. Donovan, yeah, not many people remember The Irishman, but he was good.
Yes, I do.
Bob Dylan. I was with Bob Dylan. Snarky was always trying to get something out, but didn't know how to spit it.
The Carpenters, I like them.
All the trees are... I've seen Bob Dylan 14 times. Have you worked out what he's saying yet, Scarlett? Just kidding. It's like I say, there's a lot of, I think without much doubt, we'd all agree, probably the music from the 60s to the 70s defined a generation, without doubt.
I like Boss Gags too.
Yeah?
Neil Diamond. Who's the one who sings Heaven?
Which song, Heaven? There's lots of them.
Here in Heaven.
George Harrison. I got my mind set on you. Got my mind set on you. But it's gonna take money. Whole lot of spending money.
I can see his face, but I can't think of his name.
Right. Use your crystal ball and see if it comes into
Sing
view.
the song Here in Heaven.
Oh, that's...
Would you know my name?
Yep, I know who it is. But do you know?
No. I can't remember.
Here in Heaven. The guys will know who it is. I know who it is. I'm just letting your mind work.
I can't
Would
think who
you
it is.
know my name?
That's it. Clapton.
If I saw you in heaven. The
Eric.
song was written for the loss of his 4-year-old son who fell out of a window. Who the hell was looking after him? Yeah, Clapton's got a lot of good songs. Layla. Well, I think actually my memory is always pretty good. At the same time that happened, there was a Michael Jackson dangling a baby over a balcony. And I'm thinking, no, this is not happening. Van Morrison, yep.
Van Morrison. And who sang The Real Thing?
Sing it for us. J.J. Cale, yep, he was good. Carlos Santana, yeah. Talking Heads. Flying through the 60s and 70s here.
I have to type it in.
You might not have heard of some of our bands, but Jimmy Barnes, The Angels.
Russell Morris
Russell Morris?
sang The Real Thing, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, he's changed.
I don't think he's alive anymore, is he?
Brian Cadd,
I think he's gone as well. Brian Cabb was good.
I liked his songs. Johnny Young, I don't know if they...
Johnny Young wasn't really a singer, as in of note. He used to run a TV show called Young Talent Time. Colin Hay, out of Land Down Under.
top of my favourites is the Pet Shop Boys and John Denver.
Almost Heaven, West Virginia.
And the Bee Gees. Yep,
When I
Seekers.
died on Shenandoah River. There's a group in Australia that I liked in the 70s and early 80s called Midnight Oil. They were good. How can you sleep when the beds are burning?
I don't know what the Pet Shop Boys are. I just like them.
Pet Shop Boys.
I don't know if
think
they're-
they're English.
I think they're Poms.
In excess. I'll be back shortly, darling. I'm just going behind the door. Ooh. But without doubt, the most influential band in the 60s in Australia was And When I Tell You That I Love You, yeah. And when I say I love you too. Oh. Gringo is 209 years old, but with a little bit of wrinkle cream, you'd never know. On a hill. Oh, the Beatles were English. From Liverpool.
And the most song that Ingrid and I used to always have fun with was the song on Wolverton Mountain. I don't know if you sung that.
On Wolverton Mountain.
Yeah. That's-
See how good these people are. Who? Actually, no, I'll make it easier. What was the movie that this song was sung in? Way up north, they've got a name for wind and rain and fire. Oh, I think that movie was brilliant.
Oh, Clifton
Out of
Clowers.
yeah, Clifton Cloud on. And in that movie, of course, there was also Lee Marvin singing. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. You haven't got the movie yet? Come on.
What's the movie?
Paint Your Wagon. Johnny Horton? No, yeah, no. This was the movie Paint Your Wagon, the famous scene with the boys up on the mountain.
Yep,
That guy coming out with a hand on his knee. Way up north, they've got a name for wind and rain and fire. I was never into movies. That's it. Paint Your Wagon. The one person I thought would never sing a song, but did. I'll see if you can get the name of the song. It's very simple. But the person I would never thought would have sung a song was Telly Savalas.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that song? Ghost riders in the sky. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, but what was the song he actually did quite well out of? The only song I ever knew he sang.
It was a one-hit wonder, the same as...
It wasn't his song, but he sang it. If a picture paints 1,000 words, then how can I paint you? Yes, Petula Clark, she was good. Marianne Faithfull. loves you, baby. I thought the funniest detective on television was always Columbo. It's like he should never have been there. What am I doing here? I don't know. I've just got one funny eye and I'm going to look to the left, but you think I'm looking to the right. I know this guy did it because I've seen it in the script. I like Barney Miller. And without doubt, in my mind, the best African-American singer ever was Nat King Cole. The velvet dull tones of brilliance. Ironside in the wheelchair. We can't get him convicted, I'll run over the bastards. Aretha Franklin, yes, legend. I just think Nat King Cole was the whole package with singing and the way he approached his music. James Brown used to annoy the crap out of me. You'd always watch him on television on a stage and he'd be leaving. He'd be leaving for an hour and a half. On the one knee playing the guitar, I'm going, watch, I'm going. No, I'm back again. No, I'm going, I'm really going, I'm really going. No, I'm back again.
He sings What a Wonderful World. I'm too tired to think.
Oh, I know.
I can't think. I'm too tired, so I'm asking.
Tree.
Yeah, who sings
Some
Wonderful
green.
World? Scarlett will answer.
Red
that.
roses too. Louis Armstrong, you should know that.
I couldn't think.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Good morning, chick. Welcome to the wonderful world
Of music.
of going into the village and putting your hand on the rock and the rest of the tribe saying, hello, chick.
What's your favourite song, chick?
Woolly Gate Mouth Brown.
I don't know that one.
Like I say, I was fascinated by African American music at that time. Of course, it rocked into the 70s and the 80s. And sort of, in today's world, it's sort of lost. Do you know what I mean? There's so many pop songs being sung. I do like modern singers, don't get me wrong. I think Adele is an excellent singer, by far.
No, I've got a few favourite songs. And artists.
Yeah, Adele's very good. She's very good at her craft. There's no doubt in that.
Willie Nelson.
Willie
I
Nelson.
like his song. But
My name's Willie Nelson.
he sang some good
I
songs.
like a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
He did a good version of a few Elvis songs too. Maybe I. La da la da. Ba da ba 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 da ba ba.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks, yes.
Bryan Adams.
Trying to think of the name of the singer that sings Whiskey Lullaby. It's on the tip of my mind.
Oh, yeah. How's the song go?
Trying to get my filter back into my cigarettes. I'm in deep thought at the moment. It didn't work. Yes, truly, a singer-songwriter, Willie Nelson.
I don't mind Cliff Richards either.
Cliff Richard.
Yeah.
We're all going on a summer holiday, just that we can't leave our house today. We're all going crazy in the kitchen, 'cause there is no other place to go.
He sang some good songs.
Mrs. Brown, you got a lovely daughter, daughter. Want to take her at the back, but would you let her? No, that's not the name of the song. Peter Noon, Hermits, Hermits.
Oh, yes.
Very underrated.
Hermits.
Who likes short shorts? That's all I can say, Scarlett.
Hermits, Hermits.
Who
Was my
likes
sister's
short
favourite.
shorts? Probably some of the most profound music for our generation would have come during the Vietnam War, without doubt. Copperhead Road. Lots of songs. They're too numerous to mention. The Dave Clark Five. You remember them on stage?
No.
Little electronic keyboard. Yeah, I remember them.
And the two guys I used to always mix up. I like Alabama's music.
Yes, Alabama again.
What's his
Chicago,
name?
another good band.
Something White, Barry White.
Oh, you mean Mr. Love Voice, Mr. Velvet Voice, yeah.
And who was the other one?
Barry White. What?
I'm trying to think who the other one like Barry White was.
What was the name? Oh, I don't know. You may know of some of his music. Roger Whittaker.
Oh yes, that's the other one I was thinking of.
Fitzgerald. The Hollies, yeah, they were good. One group I never got into, the Bay City Rollers.
Oh, I did. I had
What
that
the
album
hell was
once.
that all about?
I went to that concert with my girlfriend,
Right, explains a lot.
and I had their album.
My favourite singer, just because he was damn good, from the US. Hello, everybody. My name's Johnny Cash.
Oh yes, he's good.
He probably left some of his greatest work to near the end of his life, like Hurt. Of course, there is a 9 Inch Nails song, but he turned it into magic. Who was it? It was Waylon Jennings, Chris Christopherson, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash. That was a pretty golden period. The Highwaymen. Sorry, Amazon delivery.
On your way, and that's
we
for
always have
half
a
an
natter.
hour, Buddy. Jesus, come on, girl.
This is Buttercup's natter to the man in uniform from Amazon. You can leave your hat on. Dun, dun. Bad girl. That's it. Joe Cocker. You are so beautiful to me.
Hey, cup of tea, cake.
She's a bit longer, like morning. Just touch my hand before you leave me, darling. Just cook me bacon in the morning.
Is your garage door fixed, Buddy?
She's avoided the question several
Yeah.
times.
No, she's got her delivery came.
She puts on a roof, you know, fully dressed and bounces to the front door as Amazon gets there and she's singing, "Girls just wanna have fun, 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 da-da-da." Making more coffee.
Buddy, you could have taken us with you. We could have had a chat with him. Well, was it a him or a her?
The question was, is your damn garage door fixed yet?
Next time you get a knock on the door, take us with you. Just like I make Ringo take us shopping with him.
I can just imagine that, you know, she takes the phone to the front door and says, "You don't mind if the half the world watches what you're doing here today?" You'd be like, "What? You're mad." And Buttercup will say to the guy, "Don't worry, you'll become an international celebrity." Chick Eastwater gets a gold star this evening, a very big one, because there's not been one number mentioned in text for the last 20 minutes. You breach Avalon,
Okay.
Chick.
There you go.
Oh, God. Is it Mr. O'Reilly?
Oh, my God, Buddy.
Did the builder come from Torquay and speak a little bit like an Irishman? Mr. Faulty, Mr. Faulty. Yes. I think that garage is a little bit like Tutankhamun's.
So it's the big part of the garage, the big door, not a small access door.
Hey, buddy, what you doing with that garage door? Come on back Monday, Mr. O'Reilly. I'll tell you what, just get a garden gnome, and if he doesn't fix it this time, you know the story in Faulty Towers.
My God, you must be starving. You haven't eaten in 2 weeks, buddy. You haven't been able to get to your food.
She's probably a size 4, faint-headed every day. No food, no food.
Tom Jones, this sort of another.
Just had a thought,
Pussycat.
Buttercup. Does this Amazon delivery guy come twice, as in like the song? The postman always calls twice. Three dog night.
Oh, it's the lonely one. Is lonely.
One is
That's a
the
good song.
That's a good song for
Johnny Barnum.
all those. No, it's not Johnny Farnham. That's a good song for a lot of the Boyd E-beggars.
Well, who sung it then? I thought it was Johnny Barnum.
One is the loneliest number that's ever known. Two can be just as lonely. 50 quid for fresh stuff. How do you know what's stuffed if you haven't been able to get in there? 50 quid doesn't go far as food.
Oh my! How long's that been sitting there? The fresh stuff, I mean.
I reckon
Bit
Buttercup's
smelly.
neighbours are like, there's an awful lot of blokes in uniform going to that lady's house
Yeah.
every day. Do you think? No, she couldn't be. No, maybe. She's got her name on her postage as Mrs. Robinson.
Well, all I can say is lucky you weren't in the garage and closed the door on the inside.
No, that's true. You could have been.
You could have been stuck in there, but
Yes. Yes, Mr. Plummer, please come in. Yes, I don't know what's wrong with the shower head, but You can only actually, we've got to turn it on for you to see the problem. And we certainly don't want to get our clothes wet. That's right. There, sir, do you check the hot water tap out while I stand behind you, son? Yes. Haven't seen the problem? You can leave your hat on.
Well, it's just lucky you didn't go in and get locked in. Well, I suppose somebody would have found you.
When a certain lady passed by, oh me, oh my. Remember that song? I was standing on the corner of the street.
Is that the Dustman? That's another good song.
What?
What's the Dustman lead song? Dustpan.
Dustman lid.
My old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's
That's
hat.
it,
He
yeah.
wears glory track. What is it? He wears God blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. Well, don't get ever who did Butty's garage door to do yours, chick. You'll never get in.
I can just imagine the review that Buttercup's left on the company. The company was quick to install. However, they do make a point of making it like a tomb. You can never get in the damn thing. It does happen where you get things that don't seem to work out, but not repetitively over and over again.
No, but it seems like with chick and Butty it has. How's your air conditioner, chick? Is that in?
There's a strange hue of red in the sky tonight. Can you see that?
Yeah, it can actually.
Yes, it looks like a nuclear bomb's gone off and it's just a residue going through the air.
So no air conditioning. Is your weather
No air
cooled down?
conditioning. No, I don't think it's cooled down. America is burning.
What's that song? Hot.
August
Who sang
night.
Hot in the City? Hot in the City tonight. Oh, can't
Actually,
think.
Buttercup's lucky where she lives. She does have, well, comparatively to some other areas, a mild summer.
Hot Stuff. That's a song for chick. Talking about hot stuff.
Well, let's be honest. My memory tells me that the hottest weather in most of America is August. Even
That's
though
it.
July is
Hot
the
in
peak
the
of
city.
summer. Yeah, normally our friends in the US, and it was always August is the lingering heat,
Where it's out
as in it
windy,
like not sleepy but sort of sticky, humid nights. It's the same in reverse here. August is the coldest month here because of the wind that comes off the desert.
That's a good song too. Love is in the air. Who sang that?
Every
Everywhere
time
I
I
look
do,
around.
John Paul Young.
That's it. Love is in the air. Every time I look around.
The love boat, exciting and you.
Air supply.
Air Soleil. What is that?
It's
What
meant to be
language is that, chick?
She's got my keyboard.
So a mixture of Puerto Rican and Ukrainian in one word.
Chick.
Saloy.
Give my keyboard back.
I think very hot for Buttercup would be about 34. I think about hottest you get Buttercup, which is about 91 or 2. Barely man enough. What's that? Never heard of that.
Right? Yeah.
Barry Manilow. Okay.
I like Barry Manilow.
I see where she went with barely man enough.
Three Dog Night.
Three Dog Night. Probably the funniest television personality that ever came out of America. He used to do exercises on television. And his surname was Simmons. Do you remember who I'm talking about? All right, ladies, let's do this.
I do like some of Barry Manilow's songs. Hang on, what's that? Barely Man Enough.
Very simple, the Welsh flag, but it works. And one thing you'll never go short of in Wales, leeks. They're everywhere. They run wild in the forests of Wales, yes. You see them crossing the road at night time in herds of leek.
Oh, okay, got it, yep. Yeah, Barry Manilow did. He did Butty.
He ended up marrying Gene Simmons. Yes. Well, there's a long money to let go. Ready to go, let's go, get go, don't you?
Susie Quattro. I
Yeah.
like some of her songs too.
Devilgate Drive. Just like Fleetwood Mac, they were good.
Yes, Fleetwood Mac.
Now here I go again, I see crystal vision. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around our dreams and have you any dreams you'd like to sell.
What's that you're singing?
Like a lonely nurse is a heartbeat in
I
the
can
night.
hardly understand you.
It's Fleetwood Mac.
Oh.
In the stillness of remembering what you
Oh,
had.
Butty, take us with you. All right, see you, buddy.
Au revoir, mon ami. It's a bit of a double entendre there, Buttercup, as you're leaving. Grr, bloody door again. Guys, I will sigh off. Oh, another man in uniform at the door. Sigh. Have a good day, whatever that means for you, Buttercup. Have a great day. Remember, use the force.
It's night time to go play my game. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed.
Yes, we shall toodle off, sir. Yes? Never.
Oh, really old?
Stop it, Gringo. Never. Liberisi. Are you okay?
But he did some good music. Was my mum's favourite. And of course I've been to see who did I go and see with Lucy? I can never say his name. Mum loved him.
Andre Renau.
That's it. I'm not one for sitting at concerts long or even going to the movies because I can't sit still long.
I'm pretty sure that
Enjoy
poor old
his-
Liberace ended up in a B-class van in a parking lot. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. Do you know that Rock Hudson died? Botulism, bad meat in a can. Yes, I believe it. You could call it botulism. But it did come out in the end and say he had HIV. It's like Freddie Mercury. Everybody knew,
Yeah, and he thought no one did.
and he pushed it to the very last.
Sort of describes elbow, doesn't it?
Bad meat in the can. Yes, we know what the can is. Storage compartment, back door, derriere. But you'd probably struggle today to mention powerful groups in the music industry because most of them are individuals.
Well, you got Westlife. They've got some good songs. The Backstreet Boys were sort of for a year, 2 year hit wonder. But they had some good songs too.
Living in a car park, sitting in a van, watching the world go by. Oh me, oh my, I might be able to get some bad meat in the can. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. The ghost train has arrived. Hello,
Hello, Fig Leaf.
how are you? I hope everything
We were just
is well.
before Buddy and I were talking about you. We've been trying to email Adam, but it keeps coming back saying that the email. You know when you get a thing saying email can't be sent? We're just wondering if you've heard from Adam Chamo. Yeah, the ghost train just went past.
On a night like no other night, the train arrived at the station. The train was the Fig Leaf Express. All aboard! That's strange. It's an electric train, but it sounds like a... This is definitely spooky. He's not heard from him.
Okay. I can't think who else sort of
Doing laundry.
talk to him.
May I have the tin, my dear? Just a little bit, just a touch. Thank you very much. Laundry. I love
Okay.
Far West. Go. Mama used to say, life is like a boat of chocolates. You never know who's gonna beg. It's funny, a lot of southern accents in America, they don't finish off their words. I'm going to shop. I'm going to bus. And when I come back, I'm gonna. Gonna is the most preluded word that a lot of people in the south of America use. Gonna.
You will get a star for that, Chamo. You'll even get 2 stars for that.
Yeah, Chamo's new job is to build a Mexican-type wall on the border of Canada and the US. And to keep them out. I'm going back in a minute.
Am I gonna back in a minute? Okay, righto, I'll give you 3. There. There's the third one.
One of them's mom and them's. Where's your mother, son? She's out back. What's she doing? I don't know. Burying people. Come in.
Well, I don't know if anyone else knows how to get hold of Adam. It's just when you talk to people for so long, it's you sort of think, oh, I wonder what's happened.
Been Australia? You gonna been in Australia? Or in Australia? G'day. Let's do some translation. How the fuck are ya? Sounds a little bit like Japanese, I know. Fuck are ya? But just sort of asking how you doing. Struth. Jeez, mate.
There you go.
Here we go. I'm going to give you some Aussie lingo. Are you ready? Arvo, which means afternoon. Cobber, friend. I'm feeling a bit crook. Unwell. Squiz, just going to have a look at it. Tucker, food. Chock-a-block, full, crowded. Bonza, mate, which is good. Drongo, idiot. Sheila, which means a woman. Bloke, obviously a man. Waffle on means that someone talks too much. Dax, I've got my Dax on, which means pants. Yobbo, an uncouth person. Durry is a cigarette. Hard yakka, hard work. Bugger me just means shocked. Dodgy means someone who's suspicious. I'm going to the oldies, which is your parents. Fuck all, which is an Australian saying, which means not much. What you been doing? Fuck all. Survey, you people call it a gas station. Snags on the barbie, sausages. Going to the rallies, which is relatives. Knackered, tired. And the last one, a lot of Aussies will say to you as they're leaving, hooroo, which means goodbye. That's tonight's lesson in Australian lingo, which is only the tip of the iceberg. Another good one, if you come round Shamo and Gringo, I'd say, wrap your laughing gear around this, mate, as I'm handing you a beer. Your laughing gear, of course, is your mouth.
That's the garage door.
Jeez. Oh well. I can just let Gemma wouldn't fix it. Matey, get off the grass. I just planted it last week. Yeah, I don't know what you think of your presidents in the United States over the year, but if the Prime Minister of Australia is on my front lawn, I just don't say, mate, Buffett, get off the bloody lawn. We don't put anyone in politics on a pedestal. Thumbing through my strine to Merkin dictionary. You know what a Merkin is, don't you? That's someone from the United States. Merkin. Of course, the true meaning of Merkin means sort of a little flanny thing that goes over a lady's front bottom. One thing you'll always get in Australia, no matter who you see, Chinese Australian, Italian Australian, Greek Australian, Aboriginal, they're all saying, g'day mate, how are you? Planting your strawberries and squash today. Seems strange. Right in the peak of summer. What are you doing, chick? Your squash, you should be good for your squash. Yeah, if I lived there, I'd plant my strawberries and I'd prune them hard.
I've only just read the comments. Yes, chick, Adam from Maine. We just haven't been able to contact him.
We put in 5 miniature roses today. Look pretty cool. We picked up some second-hand pots, clay, about a foot and a bit tall. Got some good soil today. Put them in there. Smoke, Gringo. You want to smoke, mate? You got a ciggy?
Durry.
Give us a durry, mate. Give me a coffin now, mate. A ciggy, yeah. A fag is common in the UK. There's a lot of words from the past that are taken out of context to be derogatory in today's world. Like my grandfather used to make up faggots, which is spindly bits of, timber from the bush, wrap it in string and just let them dry for a couple of years. And they would be how they used to start their open oven fires. But it's used as a derogatory term today. I do a show one night about words and what their true meanings were originally intended for. There's one word that you don't use if you come to Australia. It's taken as a bit of an offence. Like if you said to someone in Australia, I'm going to kick you in the fanny, it wouldn't be a good thing.
Don't say it here.
Don't say that here.
I heard a tap.
One stone fell.
Huh?
Might have been a stone
Oh,
that fell.
yeah.
But we are going to leave you all. We're going to toodle off. We've had a great night catching up with a few of you. Good to see Shamo back.
Yep.
Anyone that does see Adam, tell him that we're thinking of him and hope all is well.
Yep. Trying to contact him, so if someone knows of someone who can.
So enjoy your day. The sun is bright, it's hard. I'm starting to sweat. Yeah, America. In the middle of summer.
Hooroo.
Turn the damn air conditioner on. Chick, get the damn thing fixed. Y'all here? Email Adam, address not found.
Yeah, that's right, Shamo. That's what's been happening.
Wasn't
to
delivered.
us.
That's okay. We don't have to know how things are going if he doesn't want us to. I live with that. I don't need to know stuff. If people want to do their own thing, that's cool. We are like ships on the ocean. In the middle of the night, we pass. Occasionally, Shamo will flap out some SOS. Hello, it's me, Shamo. But that's okay. From time to time, we shall cross paths again.
Yes, well, I like to know.
Women are like that. Sorry, women. You've got to know everything. You've got to know why. Where are they? What are they doing? Men, it's like, oh, okay. It's cool. Anyway, from the boss. She's very bossy.
Oh, shut up.
Aggressive. Demanding. I'm getting that look. I better go. There you guys.